So in the last couple of days, I've gotten to know this older gentleman in the gym, and he actually, really good shape, tradesman, been training for a large period of his life. Probably, I would say, he's about probably 56, I believe. Good shape, definitely good shape for his age, 100%. And he approached me not so long ago asking about he had a plateau and he didn't know what to do. Now, excuse me at the minute, I'm halfway through prep, so I'm going to explain this before I go to work. So, he asked me questions regarding hitting a plateau, and he didn't know where to go from that point. And we were sort of chatting, and I was sort of asking what, like I would do with clients, asking, what are you doing right now? And he told me that he currently is doing not logging, just kind of coming in, going through the motions, and obviously that worked for him to a certain degree. It used to, now it doesn't anymore. Now, this is a really important example when people hit plateaus, the reason you're not growing, okay, or the reason you've stopped growing for that matter, right? First of all, you need to ask yourself a couple of things, right? First, are you logging? Like, seriously, are you writing stuff down, or are you just going with it? Because that's actually a really important element. If you're not logging, you're blind firing. You need to be forcing adaptation every time additionally into the body. So to do that, it requires you to know what the hell you did last time. I promise you, I know most people think they can just come into it and guess. You can't. And you need to be very accurate with this stuff, okay? When you're training, you're conducting your own sort of experiment, right? So for an experiment to be accurate and the data that collected from that experiment to be accurate, your measurements need to be accurate, meaning you're training, so what you log. Second of all, are you training hard enough? Like, I look around in the gym in the mornings and I see just so many people, they do 3-4 sets of stuff, and you can tell that just, there's no like failure training or no adaptation forced. It's always a few reps short. And if you're going to do 3-4 sets, you're always holding yourself back, right? The body never gets a chance to actually properly adapt itself, force it. Again, very, very common thing. And then I'm going to give you an example here. So this is Joe, right? So Joe was, he came to me a couple of years ago. He was 60 kilo. He was a fast person with a fast metabolism. He was training for a year or so, two before that, mostly volume-based training, right? So I took that all away from him, right? I gave him less work, actually, less sets to do. And the consequence of that was he grew exponentially, grew much more. Why? Well, because he just wasn't training hard enough. And his volume sets, okay, they burnt, but there was no force logged. We weren't ensuring we're getting stronger. There was nothing like that. As soon as I did that, within about 6 months, he grew in body weight. In fact, that was 60 kilo. He then grew to about 86 kilo. So he was about 26 kilo increase naturally. And I have implemented the same approach with many other clients, and the exact same things happened. Just the exact same thing. And this is the effectiveness of training, and this is the effectiveness of hard style, low volume training that you can get. Now, for anyone out there that is curious about this and potentially wants to work with me as well, I do online coaching. You can head over my Instagram or message me here. And I would we could potentially see if we're a good fit and work together. But what I would say for most people is, if you're not tracking, track. If you are going in and there's no intensity, increase the intensity. Most of the time, nutrition isn't the problem, actually. The problem is training. The problem is you.